Alright, welcome to the Router on a Stick 5 VLAN project lab that I've kind of put together. So here is the way I have it set up. So essentially we have our servers that are already pre-set up. The only thing you have to do is set up the services. So we have our core switch. So this will be our server for our VLANs. And here we have the cloud is already kind of pre-set up. All we have to do is set up the IP address here and here. So just to quickly see how everything is kind of mapped out, I put together this little chart here that gives you which interfaces, what VLANs, any static IP addresses are all listed here, and what ports everything is plugged into. So here we can see from the core switch to the gig interface to the server switch and so on. So here I put together some documentation. So let's go ahead and look at everything here. So here's the different servers. So we have the DHCP server, DNS1, DNS2. Here's the IP addresses that we're using. Here is the different pools. So we're going to be using 3 DHCP pools. One for marketing, one for sales, one for the printers. Here are already defined the default gateway, things like that. Here's our DNS records that we need to create on both DNS servers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DNS records. And here's all our different networks that we're going to be using. So here we have the server farm network. We have the marketing, sales, printer, network management interface, and our pseudo internet. And then what I've done is I make configs based on the colors. So here is the switch configuration for the server farm. So here we can see we have some basic configurations, setting up some of the basic functions like setting up the host name, enabling a password, encrypting the password, stopping the machine from doing domain lookups, our console configuration, our VLAN server configuration, the list of our VLANs that we're going to use, our VLAN database, and our different ports that we're going to use. So I'll be making separate videos on doing these different functions, but this is just a quick overview. Here is the lab for the gateway. Again, the top portion is the basics like getting secret password, the console logged in, and then here's where we're getting into the router on the stick to route traffic between the different VLANs. And here's what we're doing. We're making sub interfaces and assigning them to different VLANs. So again, and then the core. Again, we're just setting up some basic information. This top part is pretty much the same. Down here, we're just setting up the appropriate commands for the different ports on the switch for trunking. And again, you can see everything has a description, so it helps you know which one of these is applying to. And again, the red here, we can see again the top portion is the basics, the client mode, and which ports the PCs and printers are plugged into in the uplink. Same thing with our green. Again, up here is pretty much the same. Here, pretty much the clients. And pretty much all the ports should be cabled pretty much the same between the red, green, and yellow. So they are all pretty much the same configuration, other than just the host name is probably the only differences between the red, green, and yellow. And again, here's our data that's in this for the server. All right, so that pretty much will include in how everything works. So just to show you an example here from our PC. Here, when we turn our DHCP, I don't remember if oh, that's right, I already wiped this out, so there's no configurations. So I'll be making little videos on doing each process. So I'll see you guys in those videos. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.